My name is Megan Berry. When you think about how women interact, I think what we do is a little different than how men lead. And I've seen that as I've come into the mayor's office. I really believe that oftentimes we have conflict, and conflict is part and parcel of how things are. But what women do is we take that conflict and we turn it into conversation. And then that conversation leads to action. There wasn't ever one moment that I decided to get into public office. I think it's always been an evolution. I ran for office the first time when I was in 5th grade. And I ran as a secretary because that's what girls did. And I did not win. I didn't win, and my mom was the room mother. And that night at dinner, she said, Megan, I was counting the votes. I know your handwriting. You didn't vote for yourself. And I said, no, because Ann, my best friend, was running, so I voted for Ann. She's like, listen, if you don't even believe in yourself enough, nobody else is going to believe in you. And that was probably my first lesson in politics. I was really lucky to have mentors who were men and women. You need to have both. I had a great mentor when I first came out, a guy who basically said, you can do anything you want. And I'd always heard that from my mom, but it was really nice to hear that from somebody who believed in me and then also got out of my way. He would put me in the situations that I needed to be in and would say, no, you got this. I hope I do the same for others. I was able to run and win the last election. It brought forward this idea that women can lead, and also that Nashville was ready at a time when there's been so many conversations across the country about where we are as women. I think that's probably the most important thing that I've done in the last 10 months. I had the opportunity to walk in a parade not too long ago, and I was walking and there were 2 guys behind me, and somebody shouted out, "Here comes the mayor." And there were these 3 little girls on the stoop, and one of them said, "Oh, well, which one is he?" Because they were looking at the 2 guys behind me. And I walked over to the little girl and I said, "Actually, I'm the mayor." And she said, "Really?" She said, "You mean a girl can be the mayor?" And that to me was inspirational to me, because I thought, if she can see it, she can be it. And I get to be that first, but that means that there won't ever have to be a first. There will just be all the ones that come after. It has been my dear, dear pleasure to be part of the YW over the last several years. I had the honor to serve as a board member. I know the important work that the YW does in our community, and I am thankful every day that the Y does this work, because I gotta tell you, government's never gonna solve every problem, companies aren't gonna solve every problem, and the fact that we have the YW as a not-for-profit that steps up every day to help us with equity and fairness and justice and domestic violence makes a huge difference in the lives of the people who live in Nashville, so I am grateful.